Let me see you put 'em up. Reach the sky, touch the stars up above. Cause it's one time for the underdog. One time for the underdog. You got the world on your team. Even if that ain't what it seems. It's one time for the underdog. One time.
Hello, welcome back to my channel. This is dessi.jay, and this is not going to be a story time or a rant or anything else that you've seen on my channel before. This is going to be getting to know me, and I don't know what to title it. I don't know what to say about it. So I'm just going to begin and tell you a little bit about myself, and hopefully I can think of all that stuff later. So if you do not know, I am currently in college for my master's degree. I'm not going to tell you what my master's degree is in. But yes, I am currently in college for my master's degree, and we had a conversation today, and it reminded me of my childhood and just what it was like growing up. So when I was growing up, it became apparent to me that I wasn't black enough. And I know you guys are thinking that you're dark skinned, you're really dark skinned. I'm not the darkest skinned person there is, but I am really dark skinned, so how could I possibly not be black enough? So if you do not know, I am of Haitian descent. So I've never been to Haiti. Both of my parents are from Haiti. So what that does is it makes a Haitian child. Duh. So basically, growing up, all of the influences really around me were Haitian influences. I went to a Haitian Catholic school where majority, 95% of my peers were Haitian, and we sort of had the same upbringing, and we went through the same thing. So I felt really included. I had a really small space. We were so sheltered. We wore uniforms, and there was never even a desire to wear outside clothes. Well, I'm lying. There was a desire to wear outside clothes, but it wasn't like a dying need or anything. Me and my friends and I never really sat around and spoke about how the uniform was oppressing us or anything like that. It was just something that we had to live with, and we were used to living with whatever we had to live with. But then in the middle of 6th grade, I went from one 6th grade class to another 6th grade class, and I basically transitioned from private to public schooling, and that was interesting. So it was the first time that I was introduced to a lot of different cultures. Like, what the heck is Grenadian? What the heck is like Guyanese, Trinidadian? I had only known of like Haitian and American and Chinese, and those were like the three. And I was introduced to a bunch of things. If you weren't either Haitian or Chinese or Hispanic in my school, you were just black and you were from the South. So that's like what I had known. And then I was opened up to this new school, and there were a lot of different kids there, and it slowly began to sink in on me that I didn't fit in. And this is a feeling I've had ever since. And it's hard to not fit in. And what I mean by saying I didn't fit in, of course I fit in because we were the same age and things, but it's little things that let you know that you're other, that people don't realize they do. And it could be as simple as a song. Like, you don't know that song? And it's like, no, I don't know that song. And then you start feeling othered because they'll sit there and let's say it's like Purple Rain. Now, of course, I'm not old enough to grow up, and I don't know when the song came out. I don't know a lot of things about the song. Sorry. Alright, I don't know a lot of things about the song. But that's because when I was growing up, like no Prince was blasting in my car. He was not an iconic figure in my household. So like, let's say someone says, oh my god, I've been jamming a Purple Rain all afternoon, and I'm like, what's that? It's like, instead of just explaining it, even now what happens is more so, oh my god, you don't know? Oh my god, come here, come here. She doesn't know. Like, oh my god, how can you not know? And then it makes you feel bad, and then you sink into this place where you feel like your upbringing wasn't adequate to everyone else's upbringing because my mom didn't blast Prince in the car. And because when Aaliyah died, I had almost no idea who she was. And when Michael Jackson died, I didn't know who he was either. And you feel like you grieve, and then you're introduced to all these different cultures, and you're like, what is soca music? I know compa and I know American music. And when you're growing up and you have a Haitian household and your cousins and stuff like that, a lot of times you're around all Haitian people. It's either Haitian music or whatever was playing on the radio. And so I would catch some songs, and I did not listen to the radio often because I was always outside playing with my friends. Not my friends, my cousins and my sisters. And I was a kid that grew up outdoors and not glued to a computer screen. And it seemed like everyone else was, even though I always had a computer. Like, I would play Neopets with my cousins, and then we would go outside, or we would go in the pool, and we would just have a grand old time. So I didn't know radio like that. I didn't know anything like that. And it's like, still, I don't know. Like, I'll be with my girl, and she'll be playing something in the car, and she's like, oh. She's like, you ain't never heard this song? And I'm like, no. She's like, yeah, okay, I didn't expect you to hear this song. Like, and it's like little things like that. It's kind of like, oh, yeah. It's a reminder that you're not black enough, that you don't know Michael Jackson songs, and you weren't dancing the Thriller along with him, and just other things. And it makes you feel like, just like, you're not black enough. And then it's like, where the hell do you fit? Because if you're not black enough to be black, then you would be either to be black, right? Then you would be either from the South. Not. So collard greens, I had never tried. I tried hanging out with everyone. I'm like, okay, clearly these black hood children ain't the ones for me. I'm gonna try the black kids from the South. And no, was not in that either. I didn't know what collard greens were. I didn't know what sweet potato was. I didn't know what candy yams were. I tried candy yams for the first time at 21 years old, 21 or 22. I didn't know what a lot of things are. I knew what baked mac and cheese was, but not really. I knew what Haitian mac and cheese was. I didn't know what baked mac and cheese was. Like, I didn't know what any of that was. And I didn't understand, like, Southern drawl. I didn't understand when they were like, I just, bye. So then I tried with the Caribbean, and that was one of the worst experiences, because it truly made me realize that I am not a part of it. Like, that I don't fit in. And it's like, all right, my excuse for not fitting in with the black hood children, for lack of a better word, was that I was Haitian. And the excuse for not fitting in with the Southern black children is because I was Haitian. And then I have the Caribbeans, and it's like soca reggae, and it's like, okay, it's so much. And it's like Labor Day parade, my parents are very good, like they're more conservative Haitian, so no, I was not on the parkway pop locking and dropping at all. So that's out. And then, there are Haitians in the Caribbean group. But it seemed like every Haitian in the Caribbean group was more Haitian than I was. And it's just like, how could that be possible? How could you be more Haitian than me? And it was okay. So in the Haitian group, seeing how I'd never been to Haiti, it was automatically like, okay. And then I didn't know how to dance, and that was another thing. But what, that whole, like, not knowing how to dance, it was like, bitch, you're not even black. And then my Creole was not as great as everyone else's because I'd never been to Haiti. My parents actually knew how to speak English fluently before I was born, so primarily the language they spoke to us was English. And we the only time you ever get talked to in Creole is when you visit, your grandma comes to visit, your aunt and uncle comes to visit, or like when you're in trouble, like, you know all the words. You know all the words, and that really don't help you in a conversation because you're not gonna call your friend a salapui or diligence cochon or anything like that. Of course you're not going to. So it didn't really help, and it felt like anywhere I went, I was constantly being made fun of, no matter what group it was, and I was constantly guarded and ready to be made fun of. So that was honestly ridiculous. I'm sorry for crying. Like, I thought if I did my makeup really quickly, it would stop me from crying because I'm not a crier and makeup's life. Why would you waste it? So yeah, I was definitely put in that position where I realized, like, I don't fit in. So what I did was hang out with people who weren't black, or yeah, I did. And that was because I grew up on like Disney Channel, so that was like white music. Disney Channel, Nickelodeon, it was like white music. So I'm like, all right, maybe the white people. And I went there and it was great until, the things that I knew were not okay started happening. Like, they'd be ready to make a joke and then they'd like, oh, or like they'd be talking, trail off, look at me, pause, and I knew that something offensive or racist was going to come out their mouths, or something offensive did come out, and I didn't even feel the need to, not feel the need, I didn't feel like I could do anything about it. And that's an odd feeling to have amongst your friends. And then, of course, the day game where it's conversations about the Beatles and who are they? Like, it was always a who are they moment, and it was always like, I can't. And then there was the assumption by the white people that I listened to black music. So they would hand me their iPod, and in reality I listened to a bunch of songs. Like, I listened to Shine Down, I listened to Panic at the Disco, like full blown Oreo, whatever. Yeah. And they would just say, like, it would be simple, hand me your iPod and say, yeah, but there's not really any songs you'd like on there. And it's like, okay. And if I'm listening to something, do you actually know this song, or are you just picking music? Are you just picking it by the title? And I'm just like, oh, I know every word. And just little things like that. It literally takes a toll on someone to constantly feel like you don't fit in. No matter what, I did not fit in. Like, I didn't have a perm when everybody had a perm. My mama was not with it. Like, she was not with it. So I didn't have that, and everybody made fun of me for that, and it was constantly like being picked on for everything at all sides, and not really having anyone to really rely on. That was my middle school experience. It wasn't so much my high school experience, because in high school there was more meshing of the different cultures and stuff like that, and people were a little bit more accepting, but still, people still do things that they don't realize, and it makes it awkward. And in this college class today, I felt that again. And it's like having a discussion about rap music and automatically assuming that I like rap music because I'm black, but I'm not black enough. Because I had no idea who Tupac was. And I can't tell you a single thing he's ever said. I can't. Biggie, I can't tell you. Like, and yes, I could always go out and learn and make myself a Biggie expert, or a hip hop expert, or a West Side versus East Side expert. But then that's not true to me. I didn't grow up with it. I wasn't immersed in it. Hip hop did not make me. Hip hop did not break me. Hip hop didn't save my world, break my world, shake my world. I'm not interested in it. I'm not. I do love certain songs. Like, you hear songs, it's really catchy. I love certain artists, but certain things I just can't get into, and it does have to do a lot with my upbringing. And like, I don't know. I honestly don't know. I don't even know how to make sure my message is getting across to you. I don't even know what the fuck my message is, to be honest. Like, I don't know. I just wanted to share how it feels to be me for a day. How it feels to be me for a change. And constantly feeling like you don't fit in, and then feeling like everyone else is fitting in all the time. And the only people that you ever think about not fitting in 100% are, one, immigrants, people that come from a different culture, and then you feel like, okay, but they fit in when they go back to their culture. They fit in when they're with people that are like race or whatever. Like, I wasn't even fitting in with the people who had Haitian parents. Like, I wasn't. I'm like, damn. Like, the new school, I didn't fit in with anyone. Like, had Haitian parents, and like, yeah, has your parent ever beat you with a stick? I'm like, what the fuck is this right now? Huh, yeah. And you start lying, and you start pretending, and then you start not recognizing yourself anymore. And it's like, at what cost? What's the point of that? And it's like, if you're not an immigrant, and if you're not literally a part of two races, people don't acknowledge that you could be having those same feelings. You don't have to be mixed to feel like you're in between, to feel like a fraction. So yeah, I got all the problems and none of the good hair, right? I shared this story because hopefully it helps someone out there in the YouTube verse realize that they're not alone in what they're experiencing. And my goal is to help one person, just one kid, realize that there's someone else just like you, and that's all I really want. So I am going to be starting a segment on my channel. It is going to be it's gonna be like an Ask Desi sort of thing, and you guys can email me your problems, questions, your situations, and I will try my best to answer it and give my perspective on things, because sometimes all you need is advice, and all you need is someone, or sometimes all you need is someone to acknowledge that you're having a damn issue. So yeah, definitely you can contact me, you can email me, it's in the description box below, and you can email me any issues you have. You can hit me up on any of my social media if you just need someone to talk to. So that is my little vulnerable moment for you guys. It was pretty awkward, I'm sure, for a lot of you guys, but thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for sticking with me. Please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, my babies. And you guys will definitely be seeing me a little bit later. I promise I'm not all sad stuff. I get like lit occasionally. I like party. Yeah, I do have more fun videos on my channel and more enjoyable videos on my channel. So don't let this discourage you. Go check out the rest of the content. You know. But thank you guys for watching, and you guys are definitely going to be seeing me, dessi.jay, a little bit later. Bye, guys.